Actually, it's pink, but the carpet says it's not a 100,000 kilometer car. Ooh. So guys, here we go. I'm waiting for the red wagon to turn up. It should be here any minute on the back of a truck. Yeah, I didn't drive it here because it's been deregistered, so I couldn't drive it anyway. And to be honest, considering there's pretty much nothing left of the rear frame, I don't think it would have been a good idea to drive it anyway. Probably would have just fell apart on the road. So I know a lot of you are excited to see that car sorted, but just hold those horses. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I think this one might be a bit too much. Okay, I thought that was it, but it's a bin lorry. It's probably should be in the back of there. It belongs in a bin, that car. So there it is. It's finally in Berlin. Someone did comment, and rightfully so, never buy a car in the dark. That's rule number one, and he's absolutely correct. Because as you can see, I mean, I wasn't really looking for it, because for me, for 500 bucks, that stuff's not important. Is it rotten? How's the drive line, the engine, and all that sort of stuff? Of course, in this case, they're both screwed, and I still bought it anyway, but that's not the point. Yeah, guys, also when it's wet, you don't want to buy a car in the rain, because this will shine red like the bonnet when it's wet, and it's not until it's dry that you see that actually it's pink, just like Ruby was when we got her. So this one's doing slightly better than Ruby, isn't it? But not by much. It's definitely marginal. Anyway, guys, I'm definitely waffling and not getting to the important stuff. We'll have a quick look over it actually before we take it in. These wheels. Now this is the reason why I bought this car. We've got Scorpius alloys that are in really good shape, and even the tyres. Okay, the tyres aren't the best, but they'll go on a little bit longer. There's still some tread on these tyres, and look at the rims. They're not in perfect condition, but to me they just need a good clean. I mean, all this, well, hopefully this will come off. Yeah, look, it'll come off. These will clean up really nice. I can see crust in there as well. Yeah, it's going to be fun, guys. But yeah, there we go, and that's the last one. So that's all four. Just thought I'd give you a quick shot of the interior before, because it's a bit dark in there. I know some of you got excited about these seats, but I'm glad they left the cushion with it, otherwise I'd probably disappear into there if I'd sat in that. Do you still want me to ship you these seats, Dean of Machines, on YouTube? If you're sure, if you really want them. Might need a polish. Yeah, I think they would have been quite nice and quite expensive when they were new, wouldn't they? It's like stirring a bowl of soup. It's unlikely, but imagine if it's only got 107,000 kilometers on it. Then again, the pedals look alright. But the carpet says it's not a 100,000 kilometer car. To be honest, I don't think he popped the bonnet when he arrived, so I think it went 2 hours on the autobahn like that. Yeah, if that flipped up, especially with what these weigh, it probably wouldn't be able to, but and the windscreen's no good anyway. It's cracked. There's still loads of pressure in there, but it's only was started for a second, and yeah, it smells like petrol. It looks okay. And just to give you guys a recap, but we'll have a better look in there later, but just so you know, for those that maybe don't stick around for the full video, just wanted to see what's going on and what I've bought. We call this car the Mudster. It was Miss Involvo'd's name for it, and this is why. Yeah, that's why it's called the Mudster. Anyway, I'm going to find this shut up and crack on. I'm really surprised that here it's good, because these outriggers here usually always go, and with how bad it is at the back you'd expect it to be gone. And although someone's gone over this at some point with some under seal a long time ago, I mean, you can see there where you've got red factory paint and it's still fine. I'm really surprised, because normally they always go, and then normally they go here as well, where you've got the seams from where the floor joins. The moisture normally creeps in there inside the gap, and then you get problems in there. But someone's gone over this at some point with the under seal, and that's probably helped that and saved it. So this is the back seats. So where you've got your spare wheel, inside there, so this is basically behind the rear mudguard, behind the rear wheel, and they always go here. So that's me pressing on. It's here. Obviously we've got a load of crust on the arch here. Feels weak as well. Yeah, it's just. I mean, there's no arch there, it's all this, and then behind there is a hole that I've just made from the other side. So like, so we get rid of this, we'll just delete that, and then there you can see exactly, this is Volvo 240 for you. This is the 240 Life. I mean, it's just all this. So what starts off as just kind of looking like a little bit of a crusty arch actually turns into, there's not really much car in this area. And now from inside again, you can see where it goes all the way up. We've got a hole there in the floor, just randomly in the middle of the floor. It's going where the frame meets the body, all the way along there, inside the seam. And you see what I mean about these outriggers on this side? This side's actually what I was referring to. You can see where it's starting to go. It's still not that bad, but it's a pain to repair those. And yeah, the front floors though, not horrendous actually, but as soon as that rust starts, that's it, it's over. You can see all through here, this is all gone. So we've got rot inside there, which goes all the way around, underneath and into the other side, just on the outside. And then where it joins the body of the car, it's going as well. Yeah, driver's side front. Check it out. Ooh. I've never seen these go at the front like this. Yeah, front bumper. and then that's the frame at the front, or what's left of it. I wasn't expecting that. Normally the fronts are not too bad on these, are they? Something's been welded in there, look, like a sort of, I don't know, there's holes in it. You can see the welds here, so someone's put some kind of like bar in there. I guess some kind of reinforcement. It looks like quite thick stuff, so it looks almost like a bracket or something they've welded in. Probably something they just had lying around, to be honest. Yeah, and then you got like a little plate on there as well. How do you replace all this and make it all the right shapes so that everything bolts to it? Your suspension components, that's obviously where like the front subframe mounts to. The anti-roll bar. Yeah guys, what a mess. Some serious work, isn't it? I don't really need to take the valve cover off, do I? I think we can clearly see that that's a strong oil-water mix, that is. You can see where it's, like someone commented, mushroom soup, which I think is perfect. Yeah, you can see it's proper emulsified. I can see how bad that is. I don't need to take the cover off. Feels like a, you know when you get that feeling like a big storm is coming. Yeah, it is for this car as well, isn't it? That's it. Maybe someone will save it. I can't save it as much as I want to. What can I do? You know, it's too much, guys. Like I say, if it had a couple of holes here and there, there's probably quite a lot I would have done for this car. Considering it was only 500 euros, I could have easily justified, you know, putting £1,000 into it, welding. You know, I do the engine work myself. It's going to cost me a few $100, you know, get the head sorted out, you know, a few of the bits and pieces. It does need the work, but, you know, I'd get it all done. You know, really, I mean, these things here, guys, just to give you some perspective. Oh yeah, so maybe it's a snowstorm, not a normal, conventional storm. These things are worth, with a fresh inspection, on the road up together, minor niggles, but not needing anything major. These things are worth about 5,000 to 6,000 euros. I want to apologise to all those that thought that I was actually going to sort this car out. I'm going to sell this car, I'm going to sell that car, and I'm going to buy another Volvo, something that is a bit more realistic, that I can actually sort out. It doesn't have to be totally rust free, but it can't be like this, you know. It can't have like major structural issues. Yeah, just let me know what you'd want to see, what you want to see on the channel, what you'd enjoy to see. Yeah, I'm losing fingers, about to lose my fingers. I'm losing feeling in my fingers and toes, so I'm going to wrap it up here, guys, and get on the road before I get snowed in.